I hire 3 professional website developers, one for $80, one for over $150, and another over $200. The results, shocking. But I guess the most important thing to find out here, was the most expensive worth it? I don't know. Let's find out together. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Samantha and I am the Luxe Wife, and welcome back to another amazing video. As you see by the title today, I am partnering with Fiverr to bring you the most beautifully, aesthetically pleasing design website from their top tier website developers. And I can promise you, after today, you're gonna love me, you're gonna love Fiverr, and you're gonna love your new website. So let's get started. As you guys know, here on my channel, I bring you luxury home decor, affordable home design ideas and tips to increase not only the value of your home, but also love the space you're in. And what I love to do is be able to create a connection between the both of us that allows you to have access to me that is going to get you to the next level. And having a beautiful website does that. And Fiverr has created an opportunity for us to connect on another level and create more experiences together. With the Fiverr, the accessibility, the pricing, the straight to the point, being able to hire someone to beautifully craft a website design for me is just top tier. Let's get started, and don't forget to jot down in the comments for me as we go through these websites today, which one is your favorite? Which one would you choose? And what's the website we get to have together going forward? So let's get started. Now, to be fair, with each of these designers, I gave them all the exact same instruction. I want it beautiful. I wanted it to match our brand and what we have created together. I want it to be mobile, accessible, as well as those who are not only looking at it on their desktop, but someone who also, if they have their phone in their hand, they'll be able to connect with me, reach me outside of just this YouTube platform or even social media platforms, because not everybody is on that social media. Okay, so I gave them all the exact details and everything they needed to complete this job, as well as they gave them a 5 to 8 day window, which allowed me to also have time for some feedback. They all came back, they all delivered, and I am still thoroughly impressed with them all. Let's just start off with design number 1. Now, with design number 1, I think it is gorgeous. It's very straight to the point. I love how they offered and they created the elevated living with the Luxe Wife. It brings character when you come directly into the website, and I love that, because even with creating a website, I want something that's going to grab your attention. It's something that's going to tell you who I am and what I'm offering you prior to entering the entire website. And I love the fact that with this website, you can see off the gate that it says elevated living with the Luxe Wife. It's a curated inspiration for the modern woman who loves luxury, home, and lifestyle. And I love that how they went ahead and they integrated. You can watch my latest episode when it comes to home decor or all things home. You have the ability to assess my work at your fingertips, and if it's something that you may have missed or you didn't know you missed, it's right here on my website for you to go directly to it. And I absolutely love it, love it, love it. Now, honestly, I would have loved for each of the video to have its own title per se, but it doesn't. But that's still okay, because it offers you the opportunity just to see what is offered and what I actually have to offer when it comes to my website. But I think so far, strategically, this looks nice, and it just gives a nice glimpse of me. It gives a nice glimpse of the Luxe Wife, and I just love that so much. For me, it gives everything that I have to offer. So now that you have also seen what I have to offer when it comes to my YouTube videos, you now see on the back end when it comes to my blogs what I can offer you. These pictures that you see that's integrated, as well as the blog posts, they're all me. They're not anyone else. They're all me. So I love the fact that this designer also integrated everything about me, and I love that so much. Now, just under the pictures, you have all icons of my social media platforms, from Instagram, from YouTube, as well as to TikTok, which it gives you options to find me and to support me on separate platforms. So yes, you love me here on YouTube, but you You may want to see some day-to-day things on TikTok or maybe some other curated content on Instagram. It gives you all of these options and I love this. Now, as you scroll down, it also gives you 3 ways to create an experience, a spa experience at home. And again, that is just another little added feature and that I love when it comes to creating this website, because it says no time for a costly spa visit. Transform your home into a tranquil oasis with these 3 simple yet effective steps. And you guys know, as you watch me on YouTube, I'm always giving you ways on how to increase your experience at home. Okay, before we even step outside of the house, we're creating an experience at home. These options are just so endless when it comes to the home. And then the fact that with the website that he created, as you roll over, I love how it enhances the picture. It makes it larger, just to letting you know which one you're actually selecting. And then down at the bottom, there is my contact information. Again, you will have the access to my social media platforms, but you also have the access and the ability to contact me, and hello@theluxewife.com. Now, having to state that, please reach out to me on Instagram or reach out to me on TikTok. Now you no longer have to do that. We can do this in a complete professional way, a complete personal way, and you can email me and we can take it a step further. And completely at the bottom, once again, you see my logo integrated, about us, home, YouTube episodes, contact us, blog, pretty much the same thing you see at the top of the website, and it's located down at the bottom. Now, honestly, for $80, this is incredibly shocking. I did not anticipate for an $80 website to look this good. We can honestly stop here, but we're not. We're gonna keep going because we can go just a step up and see what just a little bit more money gets us. But let me know in the comments right now, how do you feel about this $80 website? I think it looks incredibly gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure we can go very far with this website together. We can add on to it, take away as needed, and we'll be able to do it together. Now, let's go in on website design number 2. Now, website and design number 2 is where we spent just a tad bit more to see what it would get us and how far creativity would go. And I don't know, let's find out together how website number 2 turned out. Now, off the gate, looking at website number 2, I can already tell, like, okay, we are really getting somewhere. We are really stepping up to what I would love when it comes to opening a website. Immediately, you have it introducing me. You have a picture of myself on the front, and it also immediately states who I am. At the top of the home page, you have home, you have a blog, you have contact. So basically the same tabs as the previous website had, but immediately opening this, just as you saw on the previous website of being able to see my videos, this one also gives you a key that these are my latest videos. You're able to actually see, and there is a tab for you to actually press. Once you select this tab, it is going to take you directly onto YouTube, and I love that feature, because that feature not only is bold and right at the front of the website, but it's just the fact that as soon as you click it, there's no gimmicks, there's nothing else popping up forcing you to go anywhere else. It's directly to the website. As you scroll down a little bit directly into the middle of the home page, it's going to tell you about me, okay? And at this point, this is where you see, okay, now this is definitely a little bit more elevated, because not only does it have a picture of me and my family, but it also have just a little bit of a synopsis of who I am. Welcome to The Luxe Wife, a digital sanctuary where luxury meets lifestyle. I'm Samantha Farrell, and I created this space to share my passion for curated living, intentional design, and the little details that make every day feel extraordinary. And I love this. Step into my world of luxe interiors and redefined routines, because you guys know, creating a routine, creating habits, it only takes 30 days. It only takes 30 days to create a routine and a habits, and it's stuck and it sticks with you forever, okay? And again, this is where you also have the option, if you want to hit read more, you can hit read more, and it's going to direct you to about me, which is basically the same tab at the top of the page. Hello, I'm Samantha. Welcome to the Luxe Wife, and you're going to see maybe different pictures. This looks incredibly well. From curated living to intentional home design, this looks amazing. I also love how they have the picture in the background, loading of the picture. As the web page scrolls down, it's incredibly gorgeous, and I always like to say, like, I'm just so grateful, and I'm always so happy to know that these pictures are pictures that I created. So it's not like you're going onto a website and you're seeing a generic photo or a stock photo. These are my pictures, okay? And then as you scroll down, you have my social media tabs. This is a lot bigger than obviously the previous web design. You have YouTube, you have Instagram, you have TikTok, and then down at the bottom you have subscribe to my newsletter. And again, if you select any of these tabs, it's going to take you directly to each of them. So again, from YouTube to Instagram to TikTok. That is an added feature, and that is an added bonus. I love when I can directly see exactly what I'm looking for. I don't have to go searching for anything. And this option on this website, it just gives you the opportunity where you don't have to search for it. It's very bold. And then at the bottom, I love how it makes it very personal. Let's talk. You want to collaborate? Email me. Let's talk. I love it so much. Just under the about me on the home page, you also have my latest blog post. And with the latest blog post, again, it's going to give you those 3 ways to create a spa experience at home, spring decor trends I'm loving. And again, just keep in mind, I gave them all the same ideas when it came to creating this website. So you're going to see the titles obviously, of course, repeat itself. But again, it looks incredibly gorgeous. I also like how they went ahead and featured one of the blog posts at the bottom, so you can go directly into reading it. That is a plus versus you having to click on something and go to another part of the website to see the blog post. I love that they have the most recent one at the top. And just at the bottom of the page, you have my logo as well as my social media icons where you can just, again, go directly to them. But I love the fact that they're integrated seamlessly throughout the entire website. So that gives you options, and it gives you access to me. And again, it gives you access to, hey, on a personal level, if you want to communicate, if you want to collaborate, here I am. Here's how you find me. Here's how you get directly in contact with me instead of waiting on the video to be uploaded on YouTube. Now, for just at over $150, this is Chef's Kiss. The designer did exactly what they were supposed to do when it came to creating a website. It was very gorgeous, but it was also straight to the point. It gave exactly what it needed to give. You're able to see my blog posts. You're able to see my videos. You're able to contact me and look no further. You don't have to search too hard. You don't have to hit too many tabs. Accessibility is everything, and making things accessible at the fingertips is very much important to me. And I love how these Fiverr freelance developers, they are doing an incredibly great job at over $150. Once again, let's do this again and again, because this looks incredibly well. As we continue to elevate and create brands and create things that we desire to have for ourselves, being able to just know that I can delegate my duty to someone else for just a couple of dollars and it turns out gorgeous, I'm in it for the long haul. Now, lastly, let's move on over to the third developer, the most expensive developer, and let's actually see if it's actually worth it. Prior to going into the third website design, you guys have to already go ahead and let me know in the comments, what do you think this far of design number 1 and design number 2? And out of those two, which one would you actually select? I have my choice. I'll let you know at the end, but you have to go ahead and let me know now in the comments, out of which design, which one would you choose? If they're actually both worth it. I am shook when I say when it comes to pricing and what I'm getting attached to those prices. Now, Number 3. Now with website design number 3, keep in mind once again, they were giving the exact same task, but they were giving a little bit more money. Let's get shocked together. Now, directly opening the website, you see elevated living with the Luxe Wife. Now, this already is going to give you like a welcome into a space that's clean and clear. Welcome into a website that's going to offer you more than just your everyday website. I love again how they have home, about me, blog, contact us immediately at the top. I already heard of you prior to your website. I just want to go ahead and talk to you. Now, I also love the fact that watch my latest episode, that icon just rose up. I love that so much. I like how it says watch our designs and stories unfold. Step into my world of luxe interiors and redefine routines. Watch the latest from the Luxe Wife. Now, the previous 2 websites, you got 3 options. Those were your only options when it came to watching a video. But in this particular website, you're immediately giving multiple options. You can not only just see a picture of it, but you also can roll over it. And when you tap it, it's going to go directly to the video. And having the option of having multiple videos to allow someone to have access to, maybe you're not looking for a living room makeover. Maybe you're just looking for some bathroom advice. Maybe you're just looking for the latest deals that you can find. Maybe you're looking for how you can not only elevate your space, but maybe elevate someone else's space. And I love that this gives you options. You can load more videos to see what particular video you want to watch. And as you roll over it, the mouse highlights it so you know, okay, which video I am actually selecting. As you scroll down, it has editorial highlights. This is again going to be where the specific blog posts are going to be, from the morning routine to the how to elevate your living room design and favorite finds, luxe for less. And I love when there's also short and simple and to the point titles, because that's going to grab your attention and I want to know. Because the previous website, yes, they had the ways to design your home, your bathroom, but on this particular website it says, look, favorite finds, luxe for less. And sometimes you just want to be able to say, oh, I'm interested. What is she loving that I could love that I don't have to spend so much money on? Now, out of these 3 pictures, 2 of them are mine. 1 is a stock photo. Now, stock photos are okay because I love the fact that it garners all audiences. It's going to grab everyone's attention. That's why I love that. But in this particular case, they didn't overdo it. At least in this way, it wasn't overdone. It just looks incredibly well. Now, as you scroll down, it says basically, hi, I'm Samantha. And I love how everything is just, it flows. It just flows together. It's almost like a presentation as you're looking at the website. So you see my pictures, from the clean vibes to the warm vibes. I love the fact that on one side, it's going to take you to my YouTube. And then on the opposite side, the opposing side, it's going to take you over to TikTok. So it's just going to give you something different than previous websites are offering. Step into my world of luxe interiors and redefined daily living. From elegant furnishings to thoughtful decor accents, our curated selections and expert guidance help you create interiors that are both beautiful and functional, making your home truly feel like a sanctuary. And I love that you can select to read more stylish ideas with a lasting impact. And this is also more ways. So as the previous websites just gave you my blog post, this is going to give you a blog post, but it's also going to give you a relevant YouTube video attached to it. Now that is a touch up in itself, because it says that the developer did their homework. Not only am I going to create this for you, but I'm also going to study what you're providing. I know you're very serious about what you're doing. And since you're creating something that you want an audience to gravitate towards, let me help them gravitate towards that, and let me create an experience for your audience. I love this. So you're going to get the blog post if you want to read, and let's just say you're not in a space to actually watch a video, but if you are in a space, you can read and then go directly into the video. As you roll over each picture enlarges, and then again, this is also one of those sections where these pictures are me. They are provided by me. Again, they went a step further and they dug into me. They dug into who I am in order to create this. And as you go into each blog post, it's very lengthy. It's very detailed. Now on this particular website, when you actually click on the blog post, when you have that option of whether you want to read the blog post or go directly to a video related to it, I love the fact that it goes into thorough detail of how you can elevate, how you can have something that looks and resembles transforming your space into a sanctuary, an oasis, and what you want to create home. It gives you options. It gives you things on what to do, the how-tos, the how to create a move, what things you can add, what things you can actually take away from your space that's going to give you that ultimate experience. And that part, this part, cannot be duplicated, because this is what takes the website to the next level. Not only is it just me, now it's also you. Now you feel like you're a part of this. I brought you along with this journey for a reason. Scrolling along the bottom of the page, I love how they have our projects. This is what we can offer you. This is what you can get when it comes to whether it's your personal space, and again, whether it's your professional space. This is the experience that we're offering, okay? And if you have anything closely related to it, this is what we're offering. Now, because there is a great length of pictures giving you that modern minimalist look from residential as well as commercial, as well as custom concepts, there is going to be a mixture of my personal photos as well as stock photos. But don't tread lightly, because the stock photos is exactly what I would implement if it was your particular space. I have the ability to go a step farther than the stock photos, because I trust that what I'm offering you, and you trust now that you're on my website, that I can create an experience for your space. As you scroll down the screen, more pictures pop up. They pop up in this aesthetic pattern. It looks incredibly well. And as you roll over each picture, you kind of get them highlighted so you know exactly what picture you are actually going to see. As we get closer to the bottom, you have like this pop up of beautiful spaces made to last. And again, it's almost like going into the previous tab, but with a little bit more clear concept of what you have, from custom concept to commercial spaces to residential retreats. This is what we can offer you, and I absolutely love it. And it gives you the option again to read more, and as you go over each picture, again, it gives you a synopsis of that. Lastly, explore interior designs, current trends, and pro tips. This is where we get down to the nitty-gritty, because now not only can you just watch our design journey over on YouTube, but you're also able to see daily inspiration and daily moments over on Instagram. And then you can see quick tips and transformations over on TikTok. Not only is it a small tab for each icon, but each icon is going to give you something a little bit different, and they've created it in a very much aesthetically pleasing way that you're just like, okay, I now know how I want to see her. And I see some day-to-day things on TikTok that makes it easy for me to assess her, and you have that option. Quick link again of those social media tabs, and again, you can have contact us. So let's connect, from collaborations to media inquiries. If you just want to say, hey, I love what you're doing, email me. It's right there. You can, I don't care. You can send it directly to me. Name, email, send me your message, and I will respond to you. Okay? Contacting me makes all things easy and accessible in ways, again, as I'm mentioning, that you don't have to wait until the weekend to see it upload on YouTube. But Fiverr has created a way for you to connect with me by creating these beautiful websites that we can go a step further together. That's website design number 3. For what we got, I don't think it can be implemented on website design number 1 and number 2. Now, if we're being honest, they're all incredibly gorgeous. They all offer something completely different, and they each kind of mimic one another, but going a step up each time. And by the time we got to the 3rd design, we saw how implementing all of those things together, how paying a little bit more allows a designer to dive deep into not only creating the website, but also learning about you, taking a second and actually watching your video, because creating design number number 3, you actually had to look into who I am to create that website. You could not have just looked at my Instagram, TikTok, and got pictures and just created something. The designer actually sat still and said, how can I create an experience and not a website? How can I create connection and not just a website? And they implemented that. So you guys have to let me know in the comments which was your favorite. If I had to pick one out of the 3, I would go with option number 3. Yes, it cost the most, but as you saw, it gave the most. And then number 2, I would go with the one that's just a little bit cheaper. And then option 3, I would go with just the one that was $80 to get me started. Now again, for $80, I was completely shocked because I wasn't anticipating that. I was expecting way less. I wasn't expecting to get something as nice as design number 1 for $80. And I absolutely love it. But now that I know the options that Fiverr has, not only for me but also for you, whether you're creating something, whether you're building something, you can hire Fiverr to do that job yourself. You guys know, to create and build a successful anything in life, sometimes it takes delegation, sometimes it takes outsourcing. Having Fiverr as a platform to be able to outsource and giving someone else the task and tools to create something for you, but then it comes together gorgeous. It gives you the time and the opportunity to work on something completely different, so that way you can build not only yourself but your brand on your own time, okay? And not have to have your hands in so many things. I think we all love to be able to be a master of a lot, but to be honest, you want to be able to have a craft and be good with your craft. I want to be good with what I'm doing, okay? I want to be great with creating design and tips and giving you guys options. I don't want my time taken away from me having to create something like a website when there's Fiverr that will do it for me. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Fiverr gives you that platform for you to elevate to the next level. And don't forget to let me know in the description box which other websites you would like for us to go with, because ultimately we'll be using these websites together to be able to build something and grow on for years to come. Until next time, until next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.